Hey there. Welcome to my home and another edition of Line Showings with Marin. In this episode, we'll be discussing the Inov8 F Lite Max. Welcome back. Today we're talking about Inov8 gym shoes, and we're going to talk about the Inov8 F Lite Max. Before I jump into F Lite Max specifics, there are a couple things we should always cover when we talk about Inov8 shoes, and that's natural fit and natural motion. You can think of natural fit and natural motion as being the two cornerstones of Inov8's design philosophy, and they can be boiled down as natural fit, meaning really kind of exactly how it sounds, anatomically shaped shoes that match the shape of your foot. So that means you end up with a wider toe box, you still have a nice snug fit around the arch, and then an anatomically shaped heel section. Natural motion is the idea that the foot should control the shoe rather than the shoe control the foot. The shoe should move with the foot as the foot naturally wants to move. So going back to that natural fit idea, that means toes are able to splay properly for better balance, better overall foot health. Many reasons why it's a good idea for your foot to be able to move how it was designed to move, just with the protection of an excellent shoe around it. So with that, we'll jump into some of the specifics of the F Lite Max. So the F Lite Max upper is a one-piece air mesh. It is wrapped with some extra support that Inov8 calls the neck cradle. So that gives a nice snug fit through the arch zone, a nice locked in heel feel. And then as you can see on the shoe, they've also built ridges into their mat cradle and into the shape of their outsole, and that's what Inov8 calls their rope tech. Rope tech, again, is exactly what it sounds like. It's there for grip if you're doing rope climbs as part of your gym routine. So we've got 2.5 mils of grippy rubber on the sole of these. The F Lite Max and F Lite soles are great for calling out that natural fit and natural motion, because you can see how they've broken up that rubber on the shoe to allow the shoe to move naturally at the metatarsals, to allow them to roll, to allow those toes to splay properly. The F Lite Max comes with the boomerang insole. So the boomerang insole is a TPU beaded insole. Hopefully that shows up for you on the video there. The boomerang insole offers a great balance of cushion and responsiveness. You're getting 40% energy return out of that insole. They're also perforated throughout, so they breathe and drain extremely well, so you don't end up with super manky smelling shoes, as long as you stay on top of it. So you can also see with that, the way they've built up that outsole with the rope tech, you get great arch support out of that shoe. So if you if you're in the F Lite Max, you probably are doing more lifting oriented workouts that involve some heavy lifting as well, because the F Lite Max has a rigid TPU stabilizer in the heel. So that's not necessarily the shoe you would go with if you were doing more cardio-oriented workouts. You're doing a lot of, motion, maybe doing some running on the treadmill. Like, this would be all right for short bursts of running on the treadmill, but if you're doing anything longer, I would say probably you're going to be looking at the F Lite versus the F Lite Max, just because of how that TPU stabilizer is going to feel on those type of activities versus the extra stability it's going to give you being planted for lifting activities and things like squats and deadlifts, that sort of thing. There is a 6 mil drop on the F Lite Max. The overall stack of the F Lite Max is 22.5 in the heel, 18.5. That would be 16.5 under the front. So that plays out as 14.8 in the EVA. We got 6 mils of boomerang footbed, and then 2.5 mils of rubber grippy rubber on the soles there. So again, it's a shoe with an amazing grip. There is a ton of agility out of the shoe. Very stable. Definitely your more lifting-oriented shoe if a customer is looking for a shoe that's going to be really stable and offer that extra support for doing heavy lifting work. And then again, it's really great to show that sole off, especially for a lifting-oriented customer, because it's really showing how much of that shoe is going to be planted firmly on the ground when they're doing those exercises. So yeah, it's available men's and women's. It's a wide fit shoe. Yeah, that's the F Lite Max in a nutshell. So thanks for tuning in. I believe I've covered all of the things, and if I haven't, shoot me a message or give me a shout. Thanks. Talk soon.
Oh!